tuning in. Today I'm doing a question and answer series, and the reason it's a series is because I've been asking friends across social media for questions, and I'm pretty much overwhelmed by how many questions I received. So instead of just like rushing through every question, I really want to dedicate enough time to everyone. So I'm going to do a series of videos rather than just skipping through questions. I'm still taking questions, so if you do have any questions you'd like me to answer, please feel free. It can be absolutely any topic whatsoever, anything really, and I promise to get through to your question eventually at some point during this question and answer series. I feel like maybe I'll go for 3 or 4 today in this video, and then I'll do more in the next video. So the first question comes from Ziggy, and the question is, how come you don't listen to music in the gym even though I know you love it? Now, Ziggy's a really cool mate of mine and we work out together sometimes too. That's a really cool question. Now, the truth is, I used to work out with music and it almost felt like a crutch for me, because if ever I showed up to the gym without music or my headphones, I felt like gutted, and I was like, damn, I can't believe I have to go in the gym and train without music, I can't stand it. So I basically just stopped relying on it. And the truth is, I love training so much that I just value everything so much. I don't feel like I need to mix the two. As much as I love music, I love training so much that it's enough for me over those few hours, and then later on in the night I can listen to some of my music that I really like too. And I guess they're both two different outlets for me. I don't like mixing them that much. I guess it's kind of a way of spreading my enjoyment over the day, because I love to train and I love music, but I love training so much, I get through my workouts, and then another portion of the day I'll go and listen to some awesome music. At the moment I'm big on August Alsina, although he hasn't released much new stuff, but that's what I'm listening to right now. That's a really good question, very good question, thank you so much. These are some amazing questions. Thank you to everyone who sent in questions. I promise to get around to your question over the course of these videos. Autumn has asked, what is number 1 on your bucket list? Not just this year, but life in general. That is such an amazing question, and yeah, that one really makes me think. I feel like number 1 on my bucket list, since you guys know I act already, probably number 1 on my bucket list is to work alongside Jake Gyllenhaal. That would be amazing, because to even envision working in a scene with him, it gives me the goosebumps, and I feel like that's number 1 on my bucket list, in all honesty. Like, I don't want to make something up. This is my honest, most genuine, truthful answer. Yeah, I feel like that's number 1 on my bucket list. Like, if I can, could you imagine now, like, if it comes true, and then I'll literally think back to this moment when, I answered your question. That is such an amazing question. I absolutely love that question. It really makes me think, actually. That's number 1 on my bucket list, to be honest. And yeah, thank you so much for your question, Autumn. I really appreciate that. That's a great question. Okay, so I've got another question here. Gully asks, is the earth round or flat? This is an interesting question. To be honest, this is not something I've really thought about before. I haven't really researched it that much, but I am aware that there's a lot of people that do believe that the earth is actually flat. I'm not entirely sure. Like, I've always thought the earth was round, so I know there's a strong argument for people who think it's flat. I think I'd probably say it's round, to be honest. Yeah, I think the world's fake, to be honest. I think we're in the Matrix. So yeah, I think it's all a lie. I don't think. I think it's like the Matrix, to be honest. Yeah, that question is a good question, you know, because I do know like people have a really strong argument for why it's flat. I'm not entirely convinced, but yeah, I don't know how to answer that, to be honest. It's a really interesting question. Thank you so much for sending that question in. I need to ask you that actually. Do you think it's round or flat? Like, please do comment below whether you think the Earth is round or flat. I'm not sure, to be honest. So the last question comes from Daisy, and it's an amazing question because I love this topic, and I know you love this topic too. So, what food couldn't you live without? To be honest, I would have to say Nando's, for sure. Like, I've been craving it lately too, to be honest. I spent so much money on Nando's, like I'm supposed to be saving, and I felt like I was going too much. So I've kind of cut back on how much I've been going, but I miss it. I really do miss it. There's a secret recipe that Nando's have that nobody really knows about, but it is so good. Like, next time you order, just ask for peri flamer, and that recipe is amazing. It is so good. I have no idea why they don't print it on the menus. It's like this secret menu. I have no idea why it's a secret, but I think that's pretty cool that Nando's do that still. And when you ask for it, the staff will give you a look of recognition, like you really know your food. So next time you go, please try peri flamer. You'll absolutely love it. It's so good. That's a really good question. So thank you so much. I appreciate that. And yeah, make sure you try peri flamer. It is amazing. I think my stomach just rumbled. Yeah. Thank you so much for your questions. I have a list of wonderful questions to get through also, so they will be coming shortly in another video. If there's any question that comes up that you feel like asking, please comment below. Also, like and subscribe. And I want to say thank you so much for your love and support. I mean, the last video got like over 100 comments, so that's just so overwhelming. Thank you so much for your support. Genuinely appreciate it, and I'm so grateful. Yeah, so another question and answer coming very soon. Until next time, peace and love.